Good morning, students. Today we are studying digital electronics. Chapter is computer fundamentals. In this chapter, today we are going to study memory devices or the units where the memory is available and where you can store your formula, or you can say you can store the data bus address, the address bus address, and you can connect these data buses, address buses. Now, how will you store them? Which are the types of memories available? First is the primary memory. The primary memory has two types. One is the magnetic core memory, which was used in first generation and second generation computers, where electricity was responsible to generate magnetic field and to store the data. Now, what is secondary memory? Secondary memory is outside the PC. But in primary memory, we have magnetic core memory and semiconductor memory. Now, what is semiconductor memory? It is the basic component is the types of transistors used. It is used in conducting and non-conducting states. Represents the states which can refer to as binary digits of 0 and 1. Semiconductor memory is compact, economical, reliable, but it is volatile. If the component, if the content of the memory vanish, the power can vanish in certain time if the computer is switched off. So now in these also there are various types which we will study. Then there is cache memory. Cache is something which is a cookie or a link which is being stored in your memory device in order to connect to a specific link. It is the fastest memory and it improves the overall performance. Cache memory is also called as the scratchpad memory. Now we will study the types of memory. Random access memory, that is read only and write memory. Data can be read or written into any of the memory locations without referring the other location. It stores data, programs instructions and results of many intermediate calculations during the execution of program. The capacity of RAM is measured in KB or in MB. This memory is very much volatile. When the power is turned off, the stored data is lost. Semiconductor RAMs may be static or dynamic. Now, what is a static RAM? Uses bipolar or MOS, metal oxide semiconductor flip flops. Data is retained indefinitely as long as power is applied to the flip flops. Then comes dynamic RAM, uses MOSFET. Now, what is MOSFET? We have studied this in standard 11. Metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistors and capacitors that store data. As the capacitor charge leaks off, the stored data must be refreshed in every few milliseconds. Both the RAMs are volatile in nature. Volatile means they cannot store data for a longer period of time. As long as the power gets disconnected, they have an ability to disconnect their source of storage. Now here what exactly happens with you, with us? Now you will say, ma'am, how can this happen in RAM? RAM is a semiconductor. We all know when the semiconductor is forward biased or reverse biased. In that condition, there is temporary change in holes and electrons. When there is temporary change in the place of holes and electrons, what happens with us is then you will temporarily experience the effect. Now, if you don't save a program or if you don't save any document on your memory, you type it and you leave it off. After and you switch off your computer, means you do such shutdown of your computer. What happens in that condition with your PC? In that condition, the data which you have typed remains temporarily available. This action is seen on your RAM. You cannot recover that data. If you don't save the data and suddenly the power goes off, the data cannot be saved. As long as, if you have a battery backup, as long as you don't go to save as or save option. Next part is read only memory. In this type of instruction can be written into memory only once at the time of manufacturing. Once written, the data cannot be changed. The instructions can be read from RAM and transferred from elsewhere when the power supply is on. So these factors you need to remember when you are posting certain amount of data. So when the power is switched off, the bit patterns and the memory are not lost. ROM are used for applications in which information never needs to be changed. Operating softwares, the softwares in which the data gets processed, there ROM is used. So ROM is much of a kind of permanent memory available in your phones or in your PC devices. Then we come to the conclusion of RAM and ROM. There are various other types of ROM: PROM, EPROM, EEPROM, which we will study under the segment of ROM.